bam! Where's my... Hey, see if that works. Look, there's a celebration. All right. It is Tuesday, which means it's Tuesday Tip Day. I've talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it till I'm blue in the face. I could probably create a graphic for that or something. So many people run a contest, and they turn it on, and then they ignore it. They think that some sort of magic is going to happen, like, you know, the confetti thing. There it is. Oops, I stopped it. There it is. It's going to be magic. The magic's going to happen, and suddenly you're going to have billions of leads flowing in. But you got to look at your data. You got to look at it every freaking day, if you ask me. I just helped David with the Bunkie campaign. 103,000 leads they got. Part of the reason is that David paid attention to the stats. I know he did because he kept asking me for them, because I have a special spreadsheet, and I'm not really here to plug my spreadsheet, but maybe kind of sort of slightly. It's crazy how much data you can get out of UpViral. Now, I'm not using Viper, I'm not using Gleam, some of the other tools. I have most of them, but I'm not using them because I've been able to craft a great way of looking at the data, and I spend time looking at the data, which most people don't do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my spreadsheet. If I do this, it should switch over to my desktop. And if I do this, you should see my smiling face, or did it go away? I got too many windows overlaying. There's my smiling face. Hi! This is a campaign I'm running for a client right now. And what I am doing is tracking daily. Now this is data that comes from UpViral. If you go into UpViral, and I wasn't really thinking about this and didn't have it ahead of time, but you get stats, right? This is the UpViral campaign for this client. And you can get stats, and you can see what kind of conversion rates you're getting for your tracking codes. And if you're not doing tracking, why aren't you? Make sure you can see me. Let me know if you're here, by the way. I know quite a few of you are here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, no matter whether you're on Twitch or Periscope or YouTube or Facebook. But I want you to pay attention to your stats. Create tracking links. If you don't want to get my spreadsheet, that's okay. But find a way of looking at your data. Watch the chart. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but if you're in UpViral, you can turn some of these things on and off, depending upon what data you want to look at. Isn't that cool? But simply looking at this doesn't give you the whole picture. And they've got it spread on multiple pages, right? So if you want to see the social interactions, you got to come over here. And this chart, which I think is totally useless. Totally useless. But anyway, it's there. You get to see your social media interactions. Notice we're not doing any custom actions, because those would appear here. So you get some data, but imagine that data looked more like this. Now, I've built in some forecasting information. That forecast is down here. So I said, maybe we're going to get 200 leads a day, and the campaign runs for 29 days, and so we calculated some stuff. I made an assumption of 40% direct conversion, 25% referred conversion. And then we're tracking the actuals. So all this stuff is calculated from data that I bring over from UpViral. And there's a whole bunch of different tabs. You see a bunch of different tabs here. Some of them are for inputting the data that we get from UpViral, and some of them have other kinds of stuff. But look how much information I'm getting in an enhanced view, right? Over here is the chart with predictions about actual direct leads and forecast direct leads and forecast referred leads. Obviously, I want these orange bars to be a little higher, but I don't know that we're going to get there. And then over here is the actuals, so we can see every day how we're doing against the forecast. Maybe the forecast is low. I can always, of course, change that. You don't get this kind of stuff over in UpViral land. Right? Anybody here? Come on. Tell me you're here. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think? Would you pay attention to something like this? Things that I look at on a regular basis is this sharing. How many people are actually sharing in a campaign? If I switch back over to UpViral, you see 940 social interactions. Well, I don't get to see how many leads I have, right? In this particular case, I don't know how many leads I've got. I have to go back to this campaign metrics. Oh, I've got 1,600 leads. UpViral says I have 941 social interactions, or 56%. But those of you who don't know, this number is not an actual number of how many people really shared. If one person shares twice, they count as 2 people in this number. Over in my spreadsheet, I'm counting the actual people that actually clicked on a share button. 24% have actually shared. 76% have not. Of those 24%, what kind of visits are we getting? We've only gotten 23%. So the people are sharing, but they're not getting a whole lot of visits. I need to try to figure out how to change that for this particular campaign. And notice we have a chart over here on the right that tracks that to see whether or not I'm improving on the campaign, whether we're convincing any changes that we make, if we make any, whether or not they're actually doing what we ask them to do, and whether or not those things are improving. If you just simply look at UpViral statistics, even if you look on a daily basis, you got to try to remember what the numbers were yesterday, because there's no button on here that says, show me yesterday's stats. Maybe you take a screen grab and you come back here and you go, oh, I see some differences. And they give you a little percentage kind of thing here on these. I don't know that most people have actually figured out that these are percentages, right? Of all of the sharing, Facebook has the biggest bar on the circular chart. Let's look at what's really going on. If you look over here in the bottom corner, Facebook has some good stuff going out. Twitter. So these bars actually kind of match these percentages, right? Facebook and Twitter got pretty good bars. WhatsApp and Messenger and email. And then over here is the actual conversion rate for each of those. Notice LinkedIn and Pinterest are pretty much dead. Now, I'm gonna make you guys talk to me. Try to get you to talk to me. What if you were a user and you saw these kind of lack of numbers here for LinkedIn and Pinterest? WhatsApp, technically, there's a couple of shares in WhatsApp, but those people that did do WhatsApp obviously got really good results, right? They converted. What does this tell you? Somebody comment, please. What does this tell you about anything? Come on, somebody make a guess. Please tell me what you think. Anybody? I know there's people out there. The tool tells me you've got lots of people out there, but nobody's coming in. And it's okay. I won't crucify you if you give the wrong answer, because you don't necessarily know what I'm looking for, do you? So this information down here, this chart right here, shows you what people are doing on that on the sharing page with those social sharing buttons. Come on, anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Nobody willing to stick their neck out and make a guess? And maybe you're commenting. I've had this problem before where I didn't get to see all the comments. So maybe you're commenting and I don't know about it. If I click the button to actually go to my timeline, I get 12 different windows. So I'm not going to do that. Anyway, all right. Nobody that I can see is willing to answer. What this is telling me is that the users in this client's community don't use LinkedIn and Pinterest. Probably don't use WhatsApp either. And that's okay, but that's telling us some information that we didn't know about the audience before. They're not on Pinterest, which kind of surprises me. This is a health food brand. Monk Pack sells health food stuff. But surprisingly, they're not on Pinterest because nobody's clicking that. It's on the screen. They could share on Pinterest, but they're not. That's okay. We're getting information that we didn't have before. So the tip of the day for running a contest is not only to run a contest because it's going to bring you highly targeted leads. And so far in this campaign, it's been live for, let's see, we launched it late last week. We got 1,658 leads. That's not bad. Not bad at all. We want the conversion rates to be, the conversion rates are pretty high. We want the referred leads to be higher because we want people sharing, but we're obviously not getting there. So what I'm going to try to do is convince the client to take some action there, to try to do something different. But if we don't have this data, if we don't look at our data, then we certainly can't figure out how to improve our campaign and how to bring our numbers up. I mean, we're running this campaign, right? Let's see if I can get this window to come over here. Why is it only over there? We're running this campaign to bring leads. I'd like to see the window over here. It's on the wrong monitor. Don't assume that just because you're using a tool called UpViral or Viral Loops or Gleam or whatever tool you're using to run your contest, don't just assume that it's going to work like magic. You have to keep an eye on what you're doing. You have to watch the campaign on a daily basis. I mean, there are days where I let 2 or 3 days go by, but I come back to the campaign and I look at what's happening and I analyze what's happening and I try to figure out ways that we can improve what's happening. What's happening? That was a TV show back in the 70s, 80s, something. I don't know, 80s. What's happening? Obviously, I'm not going to try to do justice to that TV show. Anyway, so the tip of the day is to watch your data. I have ways to help you watch the data if you want. If you want to keep up with me, you can go to this calendar. If you go to giveawayrocket.com/calfree, which should be in the comments. Let's see. All the places where I can comment say there's a check mark. So hopefully you can see that comment. Go over there and sign up. It's a Google Calendar which you can subscribe to. And it will tell you when I'm going to go live. Unless something comes up and I don't end up making it that particular day. That happens. You know, clients get in the way. Customers who want to learn how to do stuff get in the way. It's all good stuff. But I want to drive you forwards in your quest to grow your business. You can't grow your business unless you have leads. If you're a brick and mortar, you can't grow your business unless you have people coming through the door. How do you get them to come through the door? You do advertising, you do billboards, you do marketing, you build a freaking email list. Email is not dead. When you build your email list, you can build it virally by using tools like UpViral. I'm helping you learn how to grow your email list through contests. So keep tuning in. Join the calendar. Click on that link that's right there. Well, it's not a link on the screen. You can't. I saw that the other day. Somebody was watching something on Facebook, and I told her that she needed to go to the link that was on the screen, which was not my link. It was somebody else's link. And she said, I'm tapping on the screen and it's not going. Like, that's not the way Facebook Lives work. You have to actually type it in. But that's why I posted it in the comments. So you can click on the link in the comments. Hopefully you see that. Hopefully it came through. Also, if I turn that off and go to here, if you want to get a daily tip in your email, go to giveawayrocket.com/365. Now, if any of you are watching and you're on the list, I apologize because I've taken a bit of a break from posting those. So there's been quite a few days where I haven't been doing it. I got to get back to that. But for those of you who just signed up, sign up today. Go to giveawayrocket.com/365. Sign up, please. And you will get all of the back issues. So you'll get to the point where I kind of took a little break. And you won't even know where I took the break because it will be fixed by the time you get there. Everybody that's on the list has told me, well, not everybody, they all haven't written me, but you should. Told me they were enjoying the tips. The people that wrote me back and said, yes, this is working for me, I really appreciate it. So it provides value on a daily basis on how to grow to your business. Now, I'm specifically talking about contests, but I throw in some other tips every now and then. And you want to grow your business, right? That's why you're in business, is to grow it. You can serve more people, you can make more money, right? We all want to make more money. But we also want to get our products out there because we believe they can help people, just like I'm doing with you guys. The cats have come in the door. They're jumping up on desks and stuff. Anyway, join the 365, the daily tips. It's not spam. It's not trying to get you to buy a whole bunch of stuff. Periodically, I will throw in a, hey, here's a cool tool. Maybe you want to buy it. Maybe you don't. That's okay. But I want to expose you to things that work for me. I don't just put something out there that doesn't work. I have to kind of keep an eye. I got some dangling cords that cats eat. When I'm not live, I can monitor them better. So, thanks for tuning in. Nobody, I don't know whether you guys have asked any questions or not. What I'm going to do while you're not watching, I'll just do this. I go to, I'll open a window and I'll go to my Facebook timeline and I'll see the live and I'll see if there's any comments. Because it did happen not too long ago where they didn't come in. So I don't see, I don't know why, but a couple of people have already liked it and there aren't any comments. So that's okay. I'm going to comment on it. I will see if it comes in while I'm watching. There it is. I got it. All right. So the comments are working. You guys just aren't typing. You must not like what I'm having to say. Why? Because it makes you do more work? Why is that? I have one more thing that if you're interested, if you're into contests. Oh, I heard a tap. Roma! Hi, Roma. Hello. Let me know if you have any questions, Roma. And thank you for commenting. I'm going to turn off the calendar. No, yes, the calendar for the 365. And I do have one more thing. If you're interested, I do have a new course on planning a contest. So if you go to that link, which should have shown up in the comments, and I'm going to kind of watch behind the scenes because I don't see it showing up, which is kind of disappointing. Because it's supposed to post a comment. So what good does it do if I'm tweaking everything and the link isn't showing up in the feed? It has a check mark next to it, but it's not there. Huh. Bummer. So if you go to giveawayrocket.com/win planning sales, all one word, just like it shows on the screen, you can check out my new planning course. It is $97 right now. My plan is to add some content to it later, not in the immediate future, but soon, and raise the price. So if you're interested in that, get in now, and you will be grandfathered and get all the updates. Roma says, let me turn this off. Roma says, oops, where's my cursor? Not for the moment, but I will soon. I assume that means questions. And there is a link to remove it from the broadcast. That's new. They've just changed that. Woohoo! Oh, but if I do that, it comes back. Oh, I clicked it twice. That's why. All kinds of exciting things happening around here at Giveaway Rocket. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know. Type them in the comments. I appreciate you tuning in. Happy to see you again. If you join the calendar, I will let you know when I'm going to be on next.